All right, guys. I hope everyone can hear me. How am I sounding? Looks like we're good to roll. All right. So, technically, we had a couple issues setting up the stream encoder. We're going to hope that's all right. Looks like you guys can see me just fine. So, thank you very much for showing up. Looks like we got about 30 of you. That's a little bigger than I thought that we'd have for a first-time live stream to the AgriStudios channel. And yes, I do have the right hat on. Thank you for noticing. So, I'm sure... All right, how many of you guys are from Welker Farms channel? How many of you guys came from there when he did his little plug? Looks like a decent amount of you, maybe. Anyway, so, if you're a long-time subscriber, let me know. I want to see who all in here has been around for a while seeing my content. So, yeah, it's great to be here finally. Yeah, a lot of you guys are subscribed to good old Nick. So, we're doing an Ask Me Anything session tonight. That means I'm going to be reading the... Hey, Texas. I was down in Texas a year ago. Awesome state for sure. I'm gonna actually take these headphones off because I shouldn't need them. Man, it's great to have all you guys here. The comment section looks really active. That's what I really like to see. Long time sub, nice. Oh, doing good, wee man. How about you? All right, so what was I saying? We're doing an Ask Me Anything Ask Me Anything session tonight here on the YouTube live stream. So go ahead and fire away any questions that you have. I see some are coming down in the comments now, and I'm going to answer them. Then we're going to talk about a few other things, and we'll call it a night. And if you guys really like these live streams, I might make a habit of that. More on that later. Let's answer some questions. We got Hogan with, what tractors do you have? So on my home farm, which, no, we are not at my home farm right now. I'm in Bozeman, actually. I'm a college student, so I'm 3 hours away from our farm, but all sorts of stuff. Let's start with the cow side of things. We have a John Deere 7330 loader that we use quite a bit for feeding cows. Our biggest tractor is a Case IH Steiger 435. Not quite on the same level as Nick Welker's Big Buds, but it gets the job done for us. That's what we use for seeding and harrowing. Our combine is a Case IH 8230 from the harvest videos, and you also see a New Holland machine in there. That's what our custom cutters bring. Usually it's a New Holland CX8080, but we have also seen some prototypes come out to the farm as well on some top secret stuff that they've been working on over at New Holland. So, all right, where's everyone from? We got Texas, we got Wisconsin, Livingston. How's it going? I am not too far away from you right now. Excellent part of the state for sure. I definitely love it down here in Bozeman. It's my first semester of college here. I did my first 2 years in Wyoming, so. All right, what is your farming and ag background? Well, I grew up on a farm, so I was surrounded with it my entire life. About 2011-ish, I decided to start making videos. So I seriously just took a camcorder out to the harvest field. This was when I was like 12 years old, so, you know, not very old. And yeah, I've just grown up around it. Now I've discovered a passion for making films about what we do, not just on my farm, but other farms as well. That's what I really want this channel to branch out to, is covering other people's stories, not only in Montana, but in the United States and maybe even around the world here in the future. So, yeah. What degree am I getting at MSU? It's going to be an ag communications degree. So it's basically an agricultural education degree, but I do a communications track where I get to learn things like all this media business here, talking to you guys on YouTube and making videos, short films about everything. So yeah. All right. Are you going to travel and video any soon? Brian, maybe here in December. I have a couple clients just here in the state. So it'll be client projects. Unfortunately for the channel, if it's exclusively for YouTube right now, I just don't have the funding to, you know, go drive 2 states over to the Midwest or whatever. I'd love to go to the Midwest a lot more. There's some excellent farms out there. Right now I don't have the funding, but we're going to talk about some ways on how you guys can support me and make that happen. So we'll get to that here in a little while. I'm going to answer some more questions here first. Australia, nice to see you. I really want to go to Australia at some point. Loved that Along the Edge video. I'm honestly really proud of that one. It took a lot of work. That's the biggest project I've ever taken on, and I want to keep making stuff like that. It just gets awfully time-consuming and expensive in a hurry, so. But, yeah, keep your eye out on more content that might pop up on this channel similar to that in the future. I've got a shorter video from Iowa coming out hopefully in a couple weeks here, so. All right, what do we have here? You should make a Patreon. Funny you mentioned that. I have one. I will talk about it here in a little while. All right, what part of Texas were you in? I'm in East Texas, do cow-calf. So this was actually with the college that I attended, which was Northwest College in Powell, Wyoming. I got a 2-year associate's degree there. Now I am here in Bozeman getting a bachelor's degree. But while I was down in Powell, we planned an ag trip to Texas. We flew into... Shoot, why am I drawing a blank? We flew into Austin, and we went that whole section of the state all the way down to Corpus Christi, and so we toured King Ranch. It was a really good trip. Yeah, a lot of cool stuff down there. I know nothing about cotton, that's for sure. Texas, we got to see Texas A&M. Yeah, good trip. All right. Yeah, that was a cool video. Wish there was a button for a super chat. Let's see if we can get that up next week. How does that sound? So, I'm not making money off YouTube at all right now, is the honest truth, because my monetization hasn't been completely ironed out yet. I'm going to work on that this week now that the channel is big enough that I would actually benefit from some monetized videos. But for now, everything is free, no ads. So, is JM Grain going to do another video with you? I don't know. I'd love to work with JM Grain again. Justin Flayton's an awesome guy. Yeah, that was a fun video. He flies a Piper Arrow airplane to go from Great Falls to Garrison, North Dakota. And he flew me out in that plane, and it was an awesome trip. I hope that I can do something like that again. This is a cool job. Making videos commercially is definitely a cool job. So hopefully JM Grain is due for an update. Maybe I'll contact them and see if we can work something out this summer. So, all right. What do we have here? What is your favorite and preferred ag machinery brand? John Deere, Case IH, Big Bud. I don't really have a favorite. I feel like they all specialize in, they're all good at something different. John Deere's been known for hydraulics. Case IH, we really like their combines for the small grains that we raise here in Montana. So they're good machines. And Big Buds are excellent for the higher acreage farms such as Nick's. We don't run one, but we probably could run one. But there's also reasons why we run IH. Just subbed, awesome to hear. At least there's no ads, that's a good point. But there might be ads in the future. So, depending on how many of you guys have your ad blockers turned on. By the way, there is a sub counter back there. So if you subscribe, you'll see that number go up. If you unsubscribe, just like what happened right now, that number will go to... Yeah, somebody's trolling me right now. But yeah, thank you guys for subscribing. This number was below 1,000, maybe... Oh, just a couple months ago, actually. I did not hit 1,000 until September. And I was at about 2,000 right before Nick gave me the shout out on his channel. Nick gave me about 1,500 subscribers, it looks like. I'll have to get an exact number. I need to send him a message and thank him again for what he did, because that was awesome. I hope that we can do some awesome Nick and I can do some awesome collabs in the future. So I think it's definitely exciting to think about what the two of us together can do, and other ag YouTubers out there too. So there's a lot of them I still want to meet. Millennial Farmer, even some of the other smaller ones like Doug down in Kansas who does the La Roche videos. He's an excellent filmmaker. Like, his imagery is just fantastic. All right, more questions. What do you think about right to repair? I am for right to repair. Honestly, it's a subject that I really want to research more myself and do a video on, because a lot of our equipment on our farm is old enough that we really don't have those issues. So, but yeah, all the new stuff that like John Deere's rolling out. The big issue there is I'm in a very remote part of Montana, and our dealership is an hour away. And so if something goes wrong, like, yeah, it'll just make things that much harder. And you know, we as farmers are all smart people. We can adapt to the new technology too. And yeah, some of the tech repairs that you have to do on those tractors, as well as, you know, conventional repairing. Yeah, people like the Welkers and Slifka Ag up on where I'm from, we heavily rely on equipment that we can repair ourselves. We have nice shops where we're able to just roll equipment in. In the Midwest, they don't do that. I know farms in the Midwest that if something breaks on the tractor, it just goes to John Deere because it's just 20 minutes down the road, and they're always there for that farm. So very different out here than it is in the Midwest. All right. Have I ever been to Eastern Oregon? Yes, I have actually. I've been through it. I haven't spent a whole lot of time in there. It's a lot of like white wheat and stuff up there. I've been to Western Oregon actually this spring and toured some farming operations there. I think it's really amazing what they do, basically shrinking down alfalfa bales. They'll basically take bales and crunch them up as small as they can get it so that they can ship them off the coast, basically. It's awesome. I wish I would have done a video on that, but I was there for a different reason. Just happened to walk by that plant. So, what crops do I grow? Well, I guess I don't really take all of the credit for the crops that we grow on our farm because that's mostly dad and grandpa up there because I'm a full-time college student. But we grow wheat, a lot of winter wheat, hard red. We do barley. We have just started getting into peas and canola as well. Mostly canola. We're having better luck with the canola than we are the peas right now, but hopefully we can... Peas are an awesome crop. I'm a big fan of pulse crops ever since I did that JM project that someone mentioned here earlier. Any tips to starting a farm? So the honest truth about starting a farm yourself is that it's not very easy to do in today's society, but it's not impossible either because there are a lot of older farmers that are giving up, they're retiring and farms are going up for sale. So I think if you really, really, really commit to it, you might be able to make something work. And it might not be the biggest farm in the world right off the bat, but please keep in mind that agriculture is a really big industry and there's a lot more to do in this sector than just being a farmer. So there's all sorts of stuff like agronomists. My agronomy knowledge is awful. Like those guys are so smart. And yeah, even like the chemical companies, people who are figuring out how to better feed this planet because we need to double agricultural output before too long. Next question. Your hat doesn't say your thing on it. Well, that's because it's not my hat. This is Nick Wilker's hat. I decided to wear it for tonight. And people have noticed right off the bat when I put it on. So, all right. I just unsubbed and resubbed to because you wanted to see the number change. It's really quick. This is a live subscriber count. I just Googled one and it's like the third or fourth result. You can like change the colors on it. So I kind of themed it, put it on this monitor here in the background. It's just a cool little thing. We'll see. We'll see if it sticks around for future streams. I don't know. It's kind of neat to have in the background. Encourages people to subscribe if they haven't. So, but yes, this thing updates a lot faster than anything on the actual YouTube site does, even the analytics. So, see, someone did it again. All right. Always welcome here in Texas. I'll show you around what we do with pecans. I know nothing about that. 9,000 trees. Wow, that would be awesome. Probably the most unfamiliar thing I toured last time I was in Texas was I believe it was an olive vineyard. Who is your favorite sister? Emma Lou. That answer is obvious. Apparently my sisters decided to get on. So, yeah, I'm the oldest of 4 siblings. Have 2 sisters and a brother, so... I live in New Jersey. Just wanted to see what I had to say. Cool. I've never been to New Jersey before. Another state that is much bad rap as you hear from it for some reason. Like, every state has some really cool ag stuff. We'll just put it that way. So, I created a stupid contest. Oh, New Jersey contest. Okay. Why'd you pick a shirt with 3 buttons? Well, Yulin, this is my roommate, actually, so he's just trolling me. I don't know. It has 3 buttons. Let's put it that way. Lots and lots of corn. I'd expect it. Fun fact, all 50 states, Alaska included, grow corn. Doesn't mean they're all good at it. We're not good at it here in Montana. You cannot grow it in central Montana where I'm from. Well, I'm sure you could, but you're not gonna. We'll put it that way. Celery... Another crop that I don't know anything about. What's the most important skill that you've gained from extracurricular activities in high school? That's a pretty good question. Please join FFA if your high school has it. Excellent organization. And I just join anything that's tailored to what you think you want to do when you graduate from high school and move on to college and move on to the workforce. So, are you going to do any projects with Turner Ranches or Enterprises? With all the buffalo that they have. I don't know. The buffalo thing is really interesting. That reminds me of the American Prairie Reserve movement that's happening in central Montana right now, which is actually very bad for agriculture. we can definitely talk about that later. So just, yeah, research the APR and see what they're doing, and I'll let you decide for yourself whether you agree with them or not. But they're basically buying out ranches and converting the productive rangeland back to what it was before us farmers came into the area, and they just want to like turn it back into like what the wild prairies used to be. And not, it's a bit of a hit on the ag industry, we'll just say that, and small town life. So have you ever heard of British white cattle? Have you ever seen a Brahmin? I raise both. I don't know if I have seen either of those. I only know the basics of cattle breeds, and by basics, not much at all, because if it's not Black Angus, like my knowledge is really limited. My knowledge is really limited about the cattle industry in general, actually, which is almost sad because we actually grow cows. We actually raise cows on our own farm. I am your favorite. That would be my other sister. Yep, New Jersey's great. Yeah, I actually kind of want to go to New Jersey. It sounds like I've heard some really good things about even the diversity of the farms and everything in that state. So, all right. It's 6:50. We'll do questions for a little while longer. Do I play Farming Sim 19? Not yet. Do you want me to play Farming Simulator 19? I haven't bought it yet. I haven't had much time. So I have played Farming Simulator 17 for a little while. You can probably guess why. Because when your state's represented in the game, you kind of have to. But actually, I've been playing Farming Sim off and on since 2011. It's a really good game. So some things I wish were a little different about the game, but overall, great game. Yes, I need to play Farming Simulator. All right. Maybe next week. How does that sound? Next week, live stream Farming Simulator 19. I'm not a gamer, so don't be disappointed if it's not up to your quality standards as viewers, but I'll think on that. Maybe we'll make it happen. Farming Sim 2020 doesn't exist. At one point, you could be in a horse farm and then in a cornfield. Yep, sounds like New Jersey. Even though I haven't been there, I understand what that country is going to look like. So, but I'd still learn a ton if I went over there. I need to do like a big road trip this summer, like, hit up Wisconsin, North Carolina, New Jersey. What are some other destinations if I take off east of Montana? Looks like we got 40 of you. I'm pretty impressed with how many people showed up for a first-time live stream. That's pretty good, guys. Yeah, road trip would be awesome for sure. All right. Well, let's see if we have any last-minute... Oh, we do have some questions. Or statements, at least. Hoping to buy some land around just a little in the west, so we don't have to pay to board the horse. If only I could borrow a few $100,000. Yeah, tell me about it. That's the thing. It takes a lot of resources to start farming and to buy new land and start an operation somewhere. So, yeah, I know a lot of you guys have the absolute passions to do that. The reality is not everyone can, because it's taking less and less people to run farms, but we're getting more and more opportunities in agriculture as well. They're just not direct farming careers. So, what's your favorite color in terms of agriculture? I don't know if I have one. I love the many colors that agriculture has to offer. We'll just put it that way. Well, in Texas, last week it was 55. Man, I wish it was that warm here. It's been pretty warm here, but we're dropping down into the... Oh, what is it outside? It's 25 degrees out there right now, so... It's going to get chillier. It'll drop below zero before too long, so... Alright guys, so should I talk about Patreon real quick? I think we're going to take a little break and do that. So, you guys are the very first people to see this page, supposedly. I'm going to get it up here for you. Let's switch my view to this little guy right here. So, Patreon is a website that we can use for you guys to help support my future endeavors in making some awesome videos about agriculture. So, there's a little bio here. Feel free to read it. Feel free to go to the site yourself. But what Patreon allows you to do is to donate X amount a month, starting at the price of, like a banana or something a month. So $2 or more a month. And you get your own benefits out of this system as well. So no matter what you do, I'm going to try and throw your name into the credits section of one of our feature videos that we do on the channel. That'd be a one-time only thing, but it can be a more than one-time only thing once you go up in the sponsors. You can even adopt a cow. So I believe that starts at the $50 a month tier, but if you basically pay $50 a month to support the channel, and all this money goes to supporting me and specifically this YouTube channel, then we will put your name on one of our cows at the ranch, and we'll have somebody out there, whether it's me or somebody else, send you some updates, some photos of that cow. It's just kind of a fun little thing. I got the idea from the Our Wyoming Life YouTube channel, actually, who also does Patreon. And someday we'll have t-shirts as well, so you'll get a free one of those if you subscribe to the 20 or more a month. And if you start at $5 a month or more, I'm going to be doing a bunch of behind-the-scenes stuff right here on Patreon. So feel free to check it out. Let's switch back to this camera. All right. See, we got some more questions here. Any thoughts on putting out more longer videos? I would love to. The longer videos take a very long time to make. That's just the honest truth of it. It took almost 100 hours to edit along the edge. So, yeah, I really want to, but it's going to require a justification. Well, it's going to require people to... We're going to have to either find a sponsor or hopefully get a lot of Patreons on Patreon. So, don't feel obligated to use Patreon to support me. There's definitely other ways. Simply liking videos and subscribing will support me as well. But if you really want to see this channel grow and get some awesome behind-the-scenes benefits, go check out Patreon. It's a pretty awesome service, so, and I would appreciate it for sure. All right, I'm gonna get a little lost. Do I support GMO? I do support GMO because I think that is the way that we're gonna feed this world. And a lot of the misconceptions out there about GMOs, which is stuff that I want to cover on this channel at some point in the future. The science just, like, there's no scientific evidence behind some of those reasonings, we'll just put it that way. So, if I get a cow named after me, will you kill it? Eventually, but these are going to be basically like the mama cows that are going to be having the calves, so they'll be around for more than a year, unless something goes wrong or they start to get older and we decide to sell them. So, and if that happens, I haven't completely thought this out in my head yet, but we would probably give you a new cow. So the adopt a cow, as long as you're still a patron, when that happens, we're going to give you a heads up and we'll pick out a new cow for you. That's how that's going to work. Love your videos. Check out my channel. You make awesome ag videos based in Billings. I'm going to have to do that. And to do that, I'm going to oh, there's a button right here to do that. Cool. I'll check that out after the stream. Thank you very much. I look forward to it. I love seeing fellow Montanans also making some farming videos. So, no trolls and no dislikes. How can that be? Seriously, we just don't have a big enough crowd for that yet. One of these days, we'll be getting some trolling. And we do get some trolling on some of the videos on the channel now, especially with the growth that's happened over the last couple weeks. So, yes, I like GMOs. How long will it be before you get YouTube money? Technically, hopefully a week, but it's not going to support me well for probably, it's going to be a while. That's where Patreon comes in again. If I get a lot of people on Patreon right off the bat, then I'll be able to grow much, much faster. Otherwise, this might be a pretty slow growing channel. It's probably not going to be anywhere near, some of the popular guys that you watch. One of them is a few hours up the road that way in Shelby, because I'm wearing the hat. I don't think, I'm not going to ever surpass his subscriber count just because he's already established himself and has been committed to his channel for quite a while. And I'm just getting rolling here. So, blueberries in New Jersey. Sweet. I know nothing about blueberries either. See, ag's just so cool. There's so much stuff. You can be a farmer, and there's so much to learn still. And I've got years and years and years of teaching myself more about ag as well. Yeah, collecting blueberries. That sounds like a fun little task. Hey, Austin, how's it going? We're going to sit here and we'll see if some more comments come in. Been going for about 30 minutes. How much longer should I go? Well, people are still around, so I guess I'll be... How did I create my logo? That's actually a good question. Adobe Illustrator and my creative mind and a lot of trial and error, because I actually don't know how to use Adobe Illustrator. I got the logo updated. I have a friend here at the college, actually, that's a graphic design major, and he did some tweaks to the logo that I just put out just a couple days ago, actually. If you notice the branding change a little bit, like the cover, the channel art on YouTube, for example. Where in Wisconsin would you like to visit? I have friends in Richland Center. They have a fairly large dairy up there. But I also would love to go to Racine and see Case IH has that experience center. Even though it's not a huge, it's not a huge experience center, but it would be kind of cool to go see the Case IH headquarters and go tour that plant. Obviously, I'm not going to be allowed to video in that plant because they're very strict about that. Don't want to leak anything, so... But Richland Center's in the southwest part of the state. I'd love to go back and see my friends there and maybe make a video with them. I think that'd be a lot of fun because it's a pretty active dairy. I love the dairy lifestyle because there's always stuff going on. It's like go, go, go down in that part of the country. Case or John Deere? Both. I like Case's combines. I like a lot of John Deere's tractors. John Deere tends to be more expensive. But we're getting more and more green paint over at the farm, so... Where is my farm? Central Montana, in the absolute middle of nowhere. We are about 2.5 hours away from Walmart. So, yeah, it's a pretty remote place for sure. But lots, like the Missouri Breaks country, it's honestly so nice to be able to have that be your backdrop. Very humbling to be able to farm some of that country. Yeah, I got school tomorrow morning, so I appreciate you stopping by. Hopefully you're back next time I stream. Hopefully I am able to stream again next time. I'd love to do it again next week if that works for me. Unfortunately, I'm entering a pretty busy time myself with college, and it's going to be full-time college here for a while, so... All right. If I can get a girlfriend, you can be famous at YouTube. Well, I mean, technically, I guess I never said that I won't be famous on YouTube, so it just might take a while to get there, and maybe something else will happen and I'll be doing something else instead. But whatever I'll be doing, I'm sure I'll always be around to some extent on YouTube. I just don't know if it'll be as often as, doing daily vlogs, because I don't even live on a farm, and I probably won't. Given my video production career, I'll probably stick around in Bozeman for a little while. We'll see what happens. Guess you never know. What video editing software? I use the Adobe Creative Cloud. Because I'm a student, I've been able to get the student discount. Now it's actually free here at MSU for me to use. So it's excellent if you can find that. But since I do commercial work, I also basically will use a business license for it as well. Go Cats! Heck yeah! I've not been to a single Cats game. That's a confession I have to make because too busy making videos and doing homework. Chemistry is not a fun class. If any of you guys had to take even just a high school level chemistry, especially college level chemistry, it's... Found this on Ag Talk. Ag Talk? Really? So does that mean people are sharing my live stream, or did you just happen to stumble upon it somehow through YouTube, or... Chem's not easy. Well, okay, chem's easy for some people, but not for me. I am honestly kind of academically challenged, so I don't have any major issues. Like, I can get through school just fine, and I'm fortunate to have the opportunity to attend college, but there's always hard things in college for everyone. So whether that be academics or being far away from home for some people, there's always some hurdle. All right. Well, once again, I appreciate you guys coming in. Looks like we got about 43 of you. That's awesome to see. Awesome to see that the stream is doing all right as well. I was hoping, oh yeah, technical difficulties. I was expecting there to be a lot of them, and looks like we're all good. So, all right, another YouTube channel to check out. I can probably do that. Nope, I don't know how to click. Go to channel, that's the button I wanted to hit. I'll be up in Bozeman in a few years after I finish in Arizona. So I'll probably see you around. Look forward to the new videos. Yeah, if any of you guys are in Bozeman, I'd love to meet up in person sometime. So if you're interested in all this ag and farming video business, I love to talk about it, that's for sure. That's why I love doing this Ask Me Anything stream. So, all right, what other questions you guys got? Fire away. I'll sit here and watch them come in. I can just feel all the keyboard warriors out there typing away. I'm pretty surprised that we don't have any trolls on the channel yet. I have a question for you guys. What do you want to see for future videos? If I could do anything and didn't have any financial limit and could travel wherever I wanted, what do you want to see? Oh, do you like the president? As much as a lot of people hate the president, he's not necessarily my favorite dude in the world, but I do appreciate some of the things he's doing, and I really hope that he can get us in a better place with the all of that trade business going on. So, what drones do I fly? The one back there is a DJI Inspire 2. That is what I use for all of the commercial work and pretty much everything else, because it's actually the only drone I own right now. I'd love to get a little one like a Mavic Air, just because they're so much easier to set up and get going in those run and gun situations. That thing takes a while to set up. We talked about it on Nick's channel if you checked out that video. So, have I ever been to Canada? I don't know why I haven't. I live closer to the Canadian border than I do the Wyoming border, and I've been in Wyoming all the time. I lived in Wyoming for 2 years to do school there. Have not crossed the Canadian border. I don't know why. I guess I've never had a good excuse to go up there. But good neighbors to the north, that's for sure. I'd love to go there. I have a passport. I just have to actually cross the border and have a reason to go there. So, number one goal for 2019. I recognize that name. Did you make what was basically my favorite harvest video this year? 2019, I want to see what I can do with this channel. And I want to... Well, obviously, I want to keep making videos. I want to find I want to be able to balance some of my commercial work, gain some new clients, work full-time AgriStudios, which this summer will be basically the first time I'm doing that. Previously, I've had internships such as a hunting media company where I was able to learn video editing and all that fun stuff. But yeah, keep making videos, gain some new clients, reconnect with some old clients, and grow YouTube. Those are my goals for 2019. I hope it's a really good year. 2018's been one of the best years ever, so hopefully we can keep that vibe going in 2019. It's a big drone, that's for sure. It can go pretty fast too. I wouldn't recommend it just for YouTube, but if you do actual commercial video work, in addition to a YouTube hobby, it's an excellent drone to have on board. I think it's worth the price. Don't let college professors teach you anything that doesn't regard chemistry, for example, politics. Yeah, well, unfortunately, they try. I can't say that I completely agree politically with a couple of my classes, but that's college for you. And Bozeman's definitely getting more and more liberal as more people move in. And that's not a completely bad thing, but keeps things interesting, that's for sure. So there's still a lot of conservative value in this town too. So, just video what you like. Just be yourself. Yep. I don't plan on being somebody else. That'd be pretty boring. So, how many clients do I have? That's tough to answer. We can base that on how many projects I have. I have I got two of them that I think I'm gonna, two or three that I'm gonna start following up with over Christmas break once I get through this finals week that I don't want to think about when talking about going to college. So, what's your favorite thing to film? Combines. They're super easy to film. I love harvest. I'll always love filming harvest. And, you know, earlier Samson asked, like, what my number one goal is. I think a big goal of 2019 is to come out with something along the lines of maybe a video titled Harvest Across Montana, where I do get to do a little bit of traveling in the state and feature some people that aren't us along the edge people. Like, yes, that was an awesome film, but I know you guys want to see some other stuff as well. So Harvest Across Montana, I'm kind of liking that idea. Yep, I was talking about Zika Farms. Have I seen a lot of interest in commercial clients, not just family? Yeah, actually, I think a big path that I might start going down is working in the ag extension field from a video standpoint. I've booked at least one client where we're going to be doing some pesticide related informational videos, and I kind of want to make them like, oh, the crash course videos that you watch when you're stuck on your chem homework or whatever. You know, somewhat more graphics intensive, which I am not the greatest at graphics, but I can do graphics, and I know other people that can also do graphics. So yeah, kind of those fast-paced educational videos. I want to get into that sector a lot more in the ag sector. So Montana's main crops, lots of wheat. We're one of the top producers in the US for wheat. Not the top, but one of the top. We do a lot of barley, and we're getting into a lot of pulse crops and some canola as well. We match a lot of Canada pretty well, like Saskatchewan and Alberta. So, have you ever made an ad for a custom harvest crew? No, I have not. If a custom harvest crew is interested in hiring me, then I would probably make an ad for them. So, that'd be awesome, actually. Custom harvest crews are pretty neat. I don't think I'd want to join one myself, but I know a lot of guys have fun doing that over the summer. The living situation can be a little tough because you're stuffing a bunch of people in one little trailer for an entire summer, but that'd be a cool thing to do. You live in Alberta? I really want to go to Alberta. What part of Alberta? Like, are you more in the southern part? How far away from Calgary are you? Like, Lethbridge is definitely a town that I want to visit just because I didn't even know it existed, basically. And it's like 80,000 people. That's not very far away from Montana. So keep up the great work. I'd love to collab in the future. There's so many guys down in Kansas that I want to meet. There's you, there's Doug, even some of the bigger channels like Derek. Obviously, the Peterson Farm Brothers are down there too. They'd probably be pretty hard to meet, but maybe one of these times, or maybe at some ag convention that I attend down the road. Edmonton, nice. That's quite a ways up there. Another place that I'd love to visit. I need to do a run where I just go through Lethbridge up to Calgary, up to Edmonton. I'd love to make that drive sometime. Just because it's big cities that we forget exists. Us Americans completely forgetting about that. Canada up north of us. No, it's a cool country. I need to go visit it. So our custom harvest crew is based out of Saskatchewan, so maybe that gives me an excuse. Go visit those guys. It's a good video. Thanks for doing it. You're welcome. I hope to keep doing it. What kind of, what does that say? Beans. We don't grow beans. We grow peas and canola. 3 hours. Is that 3 hours north of Calgary? Because I think Calgary... Shoot, how far is Calgary from the Montana border? It's a couple hours at least, but it's not that far, so... Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and ask this question again. What would you guys like to see? Like, do you guys have anything specific as far as goals for what you might want to see as far as content on the future of this channel? Keep in mind that I don't live directly on my farm, so I can't be like Millennial Farmer, How Farms Work, or Nick Welker to basically film activity on the farm every single day. It would be awesome if I could, but that's not the path I'm down right now, but I'm staying very close to agriculture and I have the ability to travel. So with those given and hopefully some financial support to be able to do so when it's outside of client work, which I can work with clients to also make YouTube videos. But yeah, what do you guys want to see me do? That's the question. Apparently I ramble a lot when I ask questions sometimes. Would you do some video of scenic areas near you? Yeah, I think there would be a target audience for that. I really need to put together a video just about the Missouri breaks in general, just keep it ambient, get some cool drone shots, get creative with the camera angles there and some of the orbiting, maybe even some different lenses to give a different perception of space about the Missouri breaks country, because it's really beautiful, and other scenic country as well. I live in Bozeman in the mountains here. Like, it's an awesome valley to be in for sure. So yeah, scenic stuff works well for me. You like pulse type videos? You like the shipping cow video? Sweet. There's a lot more I want to learn about pulses too. So I wanna get more into that. JM video had some of the, like, I went into the processing plant and we like bagged some peas to get ready to ship over just for videoing purposes. I want to do more of that kind of stuff too. Maybe get things a little more hands-on. Cotton harvesting. Heck yeah. I know nothing about it, so I guess that would be a reason to travel down south. All right. Tractor dealer walk around. That would be pretty sweet. There's some local ones that I could probably work with down here, both Case IH and John Deere. So those are really our only two big tractor brands here in Montana. Other places you go there, you'll find diehard Alice Chalmers fans, for example, if you're from Wisconsin, or if you're up in the Golden Triangle, or even a little bit of my part of the state, you'll find some big buds. So yeah, I'll have to check out that video. Let me pull up your channel here. I have like 3 others that I gotta check out after the stream, so I'll do that after I'm done for tonight. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about doing kind of a, I don't know what we'll call it. I'm going to call them feature videos for now, and maybe they'll never have a name for the series, but diving into family farm stories, I think there's going to be a lot of value to that. And keeping them interview-based, keeping them under 10 minutes long maybe. And you're going to see an example of that here, hopefully in a couple weeks, if I can get a video that I did in Iowa for a client done, and that's contracted to appear on the YouTube channel. So all right, how'd you do the bag opening video in the Pulse? So are you talking about... Oh, that's a fun story. I'd love to do this again too with a much better quality camera, but I put a GoPro inside one of the bags when we were bagging up peas to ship. So what we did there is we kept track of those bags, and we did 2 shots with 2 GoPros of this, but we dropped the GoPro inside, filled the bag up with peas, and then stitched it up. And then we separated those from the rest so we didn't accidentally ship my GoPros over to India. That'd be fun. And we took them to a local store, got permission to film in there, and took out this big tub and basically dumped the bag out in the tub, and the GoPro fell out. And I did some editing tricks to make it look like it fell just perfect so it was on top of the pile. It was a really cool shot. I'd love to do more stuff like that. Experimenting with cameras, it's fun. Support others. Could you travel around and do videos about differences about other farms? That's what I'd love to do. I want to travel. I need the gas tank fund and the operating expenses funds to do so. Which, if any of you have just tuned in, we talked about Patreon a little while earlier. So if you go to patreon.com/AgriStudios, you'll find some excellent ways there to support me and get some behind the scenes ins on what I do in my wonderful video production life. So Missouri breaks is cool, but what about city rural breaks? What exactly do you mean by that? Yeah, I'll let you clarify that. Yes, a road trip video would be awesome. For sure. All right, we've been going for about an hour. I think we'll go for a little while longer, and maybe we'll do this again some other time. So that brings up another question that I'd love to ask you guys, and that's going to be, what's a good time to do these live streams? If I did them once, maybe every 2 weeks. I don't know how consistent I can be with them. especially since they are a very new thing. We can try some different things out, but I'd love to come back and do another one of these because it's been awesome having you guys come in and being able to talk to some of the very few fans here on the AgriStudios channel. So thank you guys very much for being here. It's awesome. It really motivates me to keep making videos. Yeah, for sure. Even if one of you is my roommate. But that roommate's been asking pretty good questions. Weekends not during supper. Funny. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I might push it a little earlier. I might push it a little later. It's always tough to figure out everybody's time zones, especially when you have people from Australia and, you know, the other side of the world. That makes things tough too. Those guys were watching sometime in the morning, I assume. So, a drone shot approaching the city from a rural area. That'd be sweet. We have some... actually, Billings would be a good candidate for that because, you know, you got an airport up on top of the rims, I guess, but I could frame it maybe from a different angle and far enough away from that airport, but it's somewhat barren up there, and then you, like, basically come over a cliff that reveals the city of Billings. That'd be a pretty sweet little shot to do. Hey, how's it going? Filter Family Farm. Oof. Tongue Twister Family Farm. Just depends on the time of year for some of us farmers and ranchers. Yeah, exactly. Some days you're busy, some days you are not busy, and when it is calving season, for example, you never have free time. So when there's a bunch of snow on the ground and it's fall and you don't run any cattle, that's time to get some other things done and have some free time. What camera am I using to stream? I just hooked my Sony a7S II up to a Elgato gaming capture card, which appears to be working just fine. So, works pretty well. I'm pretty satisfied with the HDMI out on this camera for it being a hybrid mirrorless rather than a field camera. So, the a7S II has worked really well for me. Great camera. I don't think I'm going to upgrade to the a7 III for a little while yet. I don't really need to it right now, but the big drawback to the a7S II for me right now is really terrible autofocus and no 4K 60. My drone can shoot 4K 60 and my main camera can't. So that's a little weird, but my cousin has a wheat field right next to the airport here in Billings. Sweet. I'm kind of visioning this like camera shot of like an airplane taking off while a combine's in the field. That'd be pretty sweet. Live streams are good for you guys from the US, but from Europe, if you want to get Europe some viewers, 3 a.m., or is that 3 in the afternoon that you meant? Yeah, I'm gonna have to stream earlier to get Europe. A lot of people do that. We might try an earlier afternoon stream next time just to see what happens. Good to see the camera looks great. I'm using a custom picture profile on it too, which I honestly kind of want to switch because I think I could mess around with some things and get the image looking even better off this camera, but what I'm using right now on the camera is a lot better than the stock settings that it comes with. We'll just leave it that way, but it looks a lot better than a webcam, which is what most people use for these things, so, and not too hard to set up. It's a bit of a janky setup, but it works. Alright guys, well, it's been great and all. We'll wrap it up here in a few minutes, but I'm going to do one more round of questions. Maybe we'll talk about Patreon one more time. Yeah, definitely hope you can go check that out. I'll do a video about all this Patreon stuff and, you know, maybe some future goals of the channel. Not in the format of a live stream here in the future, but that's probably not going to come out till Christmas. It'll take a week or so for me to get that video put together, but I think it's worth the time to invest in, so... Any chance of you getting in touch with One Lonely Farmer? I don't know. I honestly haven't watched much from Lonely Farmer. I've seen maybe 1 or 2 of his videos before. But yeah, he definitely appeals to a good crowd there. Entertaining guy, we'll put it that way. So, what are some other farming channels that you guys watch? I guess my list is, you can guess my list pretty well. And honestly, I don't have a whole lot of time to watch people's videos. Like, Welker Farms put out one today about cleaning their shop up and redoing their office. conveniently after I stopped by. And I just don't have time to watch all of it. I watched about half of that. How Farms Work, great channel. I need to watch more of them too. They're in Wisconsin. That'd be one of the stops in Wisconsin that I do if I... MN Millennial, he's doing a really good job. There's a reason why his channel's so successful, because he's doing very well with keeping his content entertaining. His editing is fairly good, and he has a very good combination of quality and getting stuff out as fast as possible. So, and How Farms Work isn't far behind in that regard as well. But yeah, Ryan does a really good job with his videos. Big Tractor Power, I need to watch more of what they do. Yeah, what exactly does Big Tractor Power do? Like, I have heard of them, but I have never watched a ton of their content. Yeah, Millennial's a really entertaining guy. I'd love to meet him. He's not terribly far from me. I might be able to get to his place in a day. Rest of the Story is Ryan's brother? I didn't know that. I've heard of Rest of the Story before. I didn't know it was Ryan's brother. Might check that out. Farmhand Mike. Sounds like another interesting one. I seem to see I see you around a lot in the comment sections on a lot of videos, Scruffy. Must be a diehard fan of... Must be a diehard fan of farming channels on YouTube. So, the History Channel. I haven't watched the History Channel in a while. That doesn't count. BTB Reviews Machinery. Haven't heard of that one. What do they do? Oh, boy. Man, we made it a pretty long time on this stream, I have to say. I'm going to check a few things here on my other monitor, so bear with me. Then I'll be back, read some comments from you guys. So you think I should do live streams earlier in the afternoon? That'd be pretty sweet. Did my subscriber counter go down? I tell you, those trolls. And, alright. Brian's farming videos from Ohio. Interesting. Oh, boy. Well, I really appreciate you guys being here. Let's do one more round of questions, and then I'm going to wrap it up for tonight. But, yeah, this was fun, guys. Why? Why do you guys keep unsubscribing from me? You guys are hilarious. That's funny right there. 7:27 Mountain Time Zone. Yep, almost 7:30. Not too late. I do notice some people are leaving the stream, so it might be getting to be about that time. That's why I'm saying we're gonna wrap some things up here before too long. But so, should I come back next week? And if I come back next week, what should I do? How can I improve these streams? What do I need to do? Should this be a thing? I don't know. Do you guys want this to be a thing? You guys can let me know in the comments. I hit subscribe 10 times, but to no avail. So you're just making the numbers jump up and down, aren't you? Oh, funny. But, yeah, what should I do for next week's stream? Somebody said Farming Simulator. Or should we just talk again? Should we do another Ask Me Anything and see if some new people show up? Should we get a specific subject to talk about? A tour of my farm. I wish I could, but I'm not going to be in my farm next week. I'm going to be down here in Bozeman, so don't worry, we'll do a tour of my farm. And a neat idea I had there is, you know, my drone isn't too bad at doing live streams direct from its camera. I'm wondering about a little farm flyover for one of our streams in December, maybe when we got snow on the ground, and yeah, that'd be pretty sweet. I did one of those last year on Facebook, and just to my personal Facebook, and people seem to like it. Farming Simulator 2020 doesn't exist, Mr. Trollman. Otherwise, I might do a video on that, but that's not going to be possible. Is it 19? Yeah, 19. 19's possible. Well, doing Ask Me Anything again. It's a much better way to go. Yeah. I don't know how good I'd be at doing the Farming Simulator business. We'll try it. But I'm not going to stray away from these Ask Me Anythings, or just, yeah, Q&A, hanging out in the section, giving you guys some questions, seeing what you guys' answers to those questions are. It's a good way for me to learn how I can, how I can improve on what I'm doing, so. And now we're going to start a comment. Where are we? Silly trolls. Farming sim kind of sucks compared to... I agree. Like, I don't know. Like, Farming Simulator in general, I just get so bored of it right away. Like, maybe it's because that's the type of stuff you do in real life, but going back and forth on Virtual Field, I feel like if they improved, if they found a way to make things even more realistic in that game, it would be more fun. But I'm just not a huge fan of using the arrow keys on the keyboard to drive your tractors around, and of course I'd have to get a probably a steering wheel to, maybe that would make it more fun. But, and I tried an Xbox controller too, and that wasn't bad. Well, guys, it's been awesome. Any last questions before I shut her down? And I'll keep letting my previous question, I'll keep letting answers roll in for that. My question was, what should I do for the next live stream? Any wonderful ideas? You guys are creative. You'll come up with some. I guarantee you somebody will come in there and something completely... You get a fake tractor to do farm sim. What do you mean by fake tractor? As in something unrealistic? I have the deer tracks video. That would be sweet. You know, that'd be really sweet. That's a good idea. I should do that. All right, you guys want to see a John Deere Christmas tracks video for Christmas? Oh, other fun videos are when people feed their cows and they basically get creative with where they run the bale processor. Like, we could do it in the shape of our brand or something like that. A whole setup of my room. There's a reason why the camera's looking this way and not that way. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, we should do... You have no idea how they did that. GPS. Honestly, I think the drone pilot coached the tractor on which way to go. And you can keep a fairly straight line with the feed that's coming out of the processor. But you could use GPS too. Same goes with the deer tracks. I'll have to talk Dad into doing that. That might not be a bad idea. It's been a while since somebody's... Because, what, that deer track video's 2 years old? I remember seeing it on Facebook, and it was a while ago. It was at least 2 years ago, if I remember right, so... But, like, when Nick Welker did his 100,000 subscriber video, I believe he used GPS to make his numbers all nice and straight in that field that he flew over. 2015. Yeah, a few years old. I'm gonna check my phone real quick, guys. Keep those questions rolling in before I shut her down here. It was awesome being in the stream, that's for sure. Looks like my family from home's watching. Yeah, good to have a family that is interested in what I'm doing, at least. That's cool. Ripping through a field in Mom's minivan. You're gonna have to get my mom to buy a minivan first. What a troll. I said I was gonna check my phone, and my roommate just texted me because he's watching the stream too. Yeah, we don't have a minivan on the place. So, we'll have to find one. Then we'll do something hilarious. Oh, we can use my roommate's minivan. I don't know why he drives one. He needs to get on our level. He needs a pickup. But honestly, minivans are good vehicles. They have their uses for sure. So, and they're hilarious to... Farmer Derek Klingenberg, did a parody, Ranching in My Van. Probably one of my favorites from him. It made me laugh so much. I don't know if I'll ever do any, like, musical parodies. I should try it. Apparently people watch them, so... Peterson Farm Brothers supposedly is coming out with a great one next week, so I would go check that out when it releases. Um, comment of your videos that you have. You can talk about them online while you stream. Maybe get an idea. I actually came up with a really cool idea, actually. I should probably answer my sister. And the answer there is yes. I do love all my siblings very much. Certainly blessed to be the oldest and have younger siblings, so. Now maybe she'll stop commenting. No, it's fun to have her there, so. Yep, she noticed. Now I get a big yay. So, what was that idea that I had? Musical farming parody. That'd be fun. One of these times. I should find somebody musically talented to help me out with that. Not that I'm not. Like, I am, but it's always fun to bring other people into the picture as well. So, we're in the USA, Montana, central Montana, very remote location. We're about 3 hours away from Walmart, for example. So, yeah, way out there. Okay, what was that idea I had, guys? Oh, I think it'd be fun to do a live stream where I check out some of your YouTube channels and give you guys some shout outs, check out your work, and see what I think about all of it. And we'll just stream your videos right to this live stream as I check out all the different channels. I already have three of them that I pulled out in this live stream to check out. So maybe if I save those for the next live stream or go back through them in the next live stream, that might be a cool idea to do in the future, is to do a where I check out some of your farming stuff. And maybe we could do where you send some photos of your farm or talk about your farm too if you don't do videos. So tell your roommate to take a chill pill. Yeah, maybe next time I won't be letting my roommates in the chat. But yeah, we're all kind of just taking it easy tonight. We got school starting tomorrow. Just got back from our Thanksgiving break, so. Senior videos, the scenery is amazing. I'm subscribed. Good to hear. Thanks for subscribing. I hope you enjoy some of the stuff that I put out in the future. Any ideas? Yeah, it's been awesome, guys. Let's go ahead and wrap her up in about 3 to 5 minutes. So I got to get some other things done tonight yet. The goal of these live streams are to last about an hour, and we've done pretty well. Thank you guys for sticking around. The comments chat has been fairly active. There's been some times I couldn't even keep up with every single comment. So next week, we'll see if we can get super chat turned on, and that'd be a great way to support the channel. So I'll see what I can do about my little monetization issue. Tell your friends to come join next week. I have another roommate that's commenting. Uh-oh. So, you guys want to know a little fun fact about the people that I am rooming with down here in Bozeman at our house? They're all from Shelby. And 2 of them they're Nick Welker's closest neighbors, actually. So, they've known Nick for a little while. They say that Nick is just like he is in his videos, personality-wise. Good guy for sure. Milking parlor videos. If I can get to dairy, we'll do that. That's awesome. I forgot what's awesome. My mind's starting to leave me here, guys. Oh, 420. Somebody finally subscribed. Yay. I actually just got the email, too. I can't believe how many subscribers I have, honestly, compared to the fact that I was less than 1,000 in September. So we're obviously growing. We got a long ways to go, but I shouldn't have said 420. Should not have. Bad mistake. Now people are unsubscribing again. I guarantee you it's probably one of my roommates. Trolls. I can ban you guys from the comments, so trolling's not recommended, but in all reality, we've not really had any trolls in this chat, so you better watch out for those Welkers. Bad news. Oh boy. Has Amazon helped you with subscribers? I haven't looked recently, but maybe a little bit. So for those of you who are unfamiliar, you guys are totally unsubbing and resubbing, aren't you? for those of you who didn't know about the Along the Edge documentary, that was released to Amazon Prime Video before it even hit YouTube. I just wanted to see how it worked as a platform and if I could get some discoverability from it. And that video gets a few clicks, and I've, you know, honestly, for as far as the monetization on Amazon goes, I've probably made $20. So that's a good way to support the work right now. Oh, you have a channel too. YouTube doesn't like it when you guys share your channels, which I see why, but for today it's all right. So I added you to the list to check out. Will do. Even if you only have one video, I'll see what it's about. So yeah, I don't plan on smoking crack. We'll leave it at that. But yeah, Amazon. So I tried that out. I think I'll keep posting up there because why not? So it's a great platform. I don't get quite as good of video quality. They don't allow, like, they're not supporting 4K videos up there right now. So, but I just think it's really cool to put my videos up there right along with, you know, what you'd watch on Netflix, basically. So yeah, Amazon's a cool platform. It's not the easiest to upload there, but if you got all your ducks in a row and you do all your manual closed captioning and everything, not a bad platform at all. It's nice that I can just upload to it as is without having any significant credentials like you need for Netflix, for example. Truckers hauling products. Yep. Some of those stories need to be told as well. There's a lot here. There's a lot here in rural America that hasn't been told. There's a lot of misconceptions out there, so. Oh, really? You found me on Amazon? So, I have a question about that, actually. Did my video just happen to pop up somewhere in a suggested list? How did you find me? Question for all you guys. How did you guys discover AgriStudios? Great content. You're a farmer from Colorado. What part of Colorado? There's a lot of misinformation, and we need to do a better job of telling our story. Yeah, we do, for sure. And you guys can help tell the story as well. I'm not going to do it alone, that's for sure, but I certainly want to dedicate myself to telling those stories, so for sure. Yes, I am your brother. Other people will probably also claim that I am their brother as well, and that might not be true. Greeley, I was in Greeley this spring, actually. It had to do with a music event down there for college, actually, but yeah. And then there was one other time, like we drove to Denver to fly out of Denver when I was in Wyoming to go on that Texas trip, actually. So Samson, you searched for harvest videos on your TV, and I'm the first one that showed up. That's really great to hear. When was that? Found you on Welker. I figured. A lot of people found me on Welker. Really nice of Nick to give me that shout out. Like, he certainly didn't have to do that. So it was his idea to do that, not mine. It was my idea to stop by the farm, but it was his idea to make the video. So, yep, on Amazon. Was it just a few months ago? Was it closer to, because I believe it was released on February. I'm wondering how the discoverability, like if we had an algorithm shift on there recently. Yep. That gosh darn Redneck Welker channel. Have you seen their Canon video? That's one of my favorites. That poor Ford Escape or whatever it was. 4 or 5 months ago. Okay. That's awesome. I don't think very many people are discovering me through Amazon, so unique for sure. That means I'm going to keep posting stuff up on Amazon too, so. Yeah, it's really cool. It works really well with your smart TVs, especially if you have one of those Fire TV sticks, so. Which I don't, but Amazon Prime Video is just, it's a cool platform for creators, for small creators, so. I need to go see if I can check out other people's work up on there. Because the nice thing about Amazon is it's only the people who are, you know, somewhat commercially working in the video space can upload to that platform, because there's a lot of very strict guidelines to meet in order to do so, like technical specifications that you have to meet. I can't even, for example, I can't put a website link in my video anywhere, or else Amazon won't accept it. I learned to do Amazon video from a hunting internship that also uploaded to Amazon, and it inspired me to try it out myself. So the canning video was awesome. Today they uploaded a shop cleaning video, and it was kind of fun to watch. I only got halfway through it, and then I had to get some other things done. So maybe I'll finish it tonight after this stream. I can't believe you guys aren't completely bored yet. Hour and 20 minutes. 39 of you are still here. All right, guys. I said I was going to leave. Here's another question. Should I leave or should I stick around for a few more minutes? I'm going to keep saying that, aren't I? It's going to be like, yeah, I'll stay for 10 more minutes. 10 minutes later. Yeah, I'll stay for 15 more minutes. Do something with Millennial Farmer. He has lots of subscribers. Someone from Ireland came out to do an interview with him, and it wasn't bad. I should check that video out. Yeah, Millennial's getting a lot of attention. The hunting channel that I worked for was Eastman's Hunting. They're based in Powell, Wyoming, where I went to school. It was awesome. Powell's not a very big town, but they happen to have Eastman's is one of the most popular hunting magazines and hunting TV shows out there. They do a TV show to the Outdoor Channel and lots of YouTube stuff as of recently, too. I worked a lot on a series called Wingmen and Beyond the Grid over at Eastman's Hunting. So, yeah, look them up. They do fantastic work if you're into hunting. How much is Welker paying me to wear his hat? Nothing, because I really am not, well, considering my channel size, most of the people on my channel have already subscribed to Nick's channel anyway, so it works the other way around, makes a much bigger difference. When Nick promotes me, I get a ton of subscribers. When I promote Nick, you guys already know who Nick is, so I decided to wear no hat myself. Next week, I'll probably wear an AgriStudios hat, or you guys can send me a hat to wear, and I will wear it. If any of you guys actually want to do that, I'll give you a shipping address, or it can go. There might be one on my YouTube channel that just has things be shipped back to the farm, and I could pick it up there or something. That'd be fun. That'd be kind of fun. Like, if you guys have a hat with your farming logo on it, just randomly me putting it on and wearing it during a live stream. I can see that being a habit. All right. Yeah, you guys are asking questions. What would your dream video be? I think right now, I really like the sound of harvest across Montana. Do you guys want to see that? That could be a pretty awesome video. You're going to sleep? Awesome seeing you here. I hope to catch you again in the next one. Yeah, thanks for sure. Yeah, I figured it was a joke, but I figured I'd explain anyway. The Welker hat thing. Oh, yeah, Welkers are good guys. I talked about them a lot on this stream, so. Harvest across Montana would be awesome. Good to hear. I have some contacts with some farms that we could do that. I'm thinking the Golden Triangle area. That's like the north. Well, you guys probably know where the Golden Triangle part is. It's where it's super flat. And then we could go to Northeast where they do a lot of pulse crops. And then even here in the Gallatin Valley would be really sweet country to do some filming of harvest videos too. So, and maybe I'll do something, a continuation of the Along the Edge series too. It probably won't be a 15-minute documentary, but we'll see what happens. I meant to do one this last year, but I had to drive truck a lot this year, and I didn't have time to get good footage. Same goes for a lot of people out on YouTube this year. Nick didn't, but he did get to mess with his GoPro Fusion 360 camera, which he's getting some pretty cool shots from. He might have a video. Grain trains. That'd be sweet. Where can I find a good place to film a grain train video? Who is your favorite roommate? Obviously, Luke Becker is. If he happens to be watching, shout out to you, Luke. Thanks for being the real MVP here at the wonderful Bozeman house. All right. Thanks for hanging out, Samson. Yeah, hopefully you can join us one of these future streams. I'm going to keep watching your videos too. So, heck, even if they're the oh, just the commercial uploads that you do on your channel, just for your clients, your local Kansas clients, they're still kind of fun to watch as a fellow creator. So, um, you're in the Golden Triangle, Chris. What part of the Golden Triangle? What's your closest town? Might have been there before. Yep, thank you. All right. Should I stick around for a few more minutes, guys, or should I call her good? We're gonna call her good at 8 o'clock for sure. Chinook. I know people from Chinook. Nice place. Actually, Russell Nemitz, he's a ag broadcaster here in the region. Montana, Dakotas, Wyoming. He even goes on RFD TV quite a bit, and he was from Chinook. I'm sure you knew that. Awesome guy. I got to hang out with him a couple weeks ago at the Montana Farmers Union Conference, and I've done some work for him as well. So, really good guy. Lane Nordland, too. He's another one of our ag broadcasters down here that works for the Northern Ag Network. Yep, I figured you'd know Russell. And I also ran into somebody else, Schneider's. What's the guy who used to be the FFA advisor for Chinook? And then his son, Wade, I was good friends with, too, and I ran into him in Havre when I was up there to do a speech in Havre and the Welker video in Shelby, so. Oh, good people for sure. Sugar beet country. I should do a sugar beet video. I know nothing about it, and I lived in Powell for 2 years. Powell's a big sugar beet place, so they do a lot. All right. Bye, Emmylou. All right. You guys are still doing that subscribe, unsubscribe thing, aren't you? You as well, Scruffy. Thanks for tuning in. Don't do much sugar beets. I know there's some, and actually probably our biggest, correct me if I'm wrong, John, yep. I talked to him at the MSU Northern Stock Growers Banquet too, so. Yeah, he's a really nice guy. Sugar beets. Sydney does a lot of sugar beets. The Fromberg area does a decent amount of sugar beets. Bighorn Basin in Wyoming does a lot of sugar beets. And there's a lot of wheat up towards the Chinook area too, so. All right, thanks, Liam. Hope to see you in the next one. Oh, that was awesome, guys. So, if nobody says anything else, I'm gonna shut her down for tonight. 2:50 a.m. Yeah, you need to go to bed. Do you have school tomorrow? Are you a student, or you have a... Even if you have a job that you gotta attend to in the morning. Or you can sleep in. That would be nice. I wish I could sleep in tomorrow. Not the case. I gotta get some homework done tonight yet and get ready for a long week of school. But it'll go by fast. I got 3 weeks left and I'm done with the semester, so. Day off. Nice. Nice to have a day off, that's for sure. For sure. Bear with me here. I'm checking the telephone. All right, you have a good night as well. We do dry peas. Well, man, I got to think of what I want to do for these future live streams. It was fun. I think I'm going to hang her up for tonight. I'm going to give you guys one more minute, and then it's going to be peace out. So, you're certainly welcome. We'll do it again maybe in a week or so. I don't know if I'm going to have any videos here in the next couple weeks. Maybe that one from Iowa I talked about earlier, but if I don't come out with a video, we'll try out another stream. See if some new people show up. I'll pick a different time. See if I can hit some different time zones. Get more of Europe in here. That'd be really fun. So, even Australia. Australia is a place I really want to visit. So, well, guys, thank you very much. We're going to end it there. Let me know what you want to do next week. I'll put an archive of this stream up if you want to go back and watch some of it. And leave a comment and a like on that video when it goes up. The archive of the live stream. So, take care, everybody. And until next time, see you later.